beautiful Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your general reading for June 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details, and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's get straight to your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is your general reading for June 2022. I have to say, I felt compelled to do your reading first. And as soon as I sat down, lightning and thunder started. So I'm not sure if that's an omen. You will be hearing thunder rumbling in the background. But let's get straight to your reading and see what is going on there. I mean, I did a yearly prediction for everybody at the beginning of this year, and pretty much every sign had a tower moment in June. Okay, so I've put that down to sort of collective energies. So let's see what is going on here. As I start the June readings, of course, we have some thunder and lightning, but let us see what is happening for you in particular. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I transmute an outcome, but also I'm going to let you know about the moon cycles. Now, the new moon is in Gemini. It occurred yesterday, the 30th of May, and that's all about communication, okay? So you may be, it's a very thought-provoking month. You may be drawn to think about your past situations or past conversations that did not work out entirely the way that you'd hoped. And you will have evolved from that. You will be making adjustments to make yourself more clear in the month of June and actually achieve whatever it is that you set out to, okay? Because this month in particular is about getting clear on your goals, your dreams, but also making yourself understood, making yourself heard, okay? Now also we have a super full moon in Sagittarius, and that is about inspiring yourself to believe in yourself. So very powerful super full moon there. Now you'll be looking at how far you've come in life, and where you want to go. No matter the circumstances, you will have evolved. So you need to appreciate everything that you've achieved so far, and basically you're called to connect with your friends as well, to really celebrate the energy you're coming together. Also, you'll want to inject a little bit more fun in your schedule, especially if you've been feeling things have been a bit stuck in a rut, or you've been in a cycle of repeat. You will be focusing on yourself and thinking about value. Now, in particular, your 8th house and your 2nd house are activated in the month of June. Now, what's really interesting about those 2 houses, they're both connected to finances and money, okay? So the 8th house is all about looking at your finances, credit cards, debts, you know, saving for big purchases, and really protecting your money, okay? Transforming your savings and protecting your money, especially with the economic climate at the moment. You may feel compelled to make yourself financially secure in the event of some sort of like world circumstances, for example, that you may be thinking may occur in the future. Also 2nd house of value is activated for you, and that's about cash, property, possessions, and how you value yourself, okay? Because if you don't value yourself and know your true worth, then how do you expect anyone else to treat you with the respect that you deserve? So it's about having those inner conversations and shifting any negative self-talk as well. So this is a very thought-provoking month in particular for everybody, okay? Now, the first card we got is the one who dreams. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading, it's about the energy. So you're going to be focused, super focused on a goal, and it says here, escape dreams, fantasy. Now, you may want to run away from responsibility, but as we can see here, you're not the sort of person to run away from responsibility. You have a lot going on your plate right now. So manifestation will help you achieve your goals and your dreams. But I feel here, this is about you taking some time out, some necessary time out for you in order to, regroup your energy, to sort of, look after yourself, self-care a little bit more, because I feel like you've had a lot on your plate, a lot on your shoulders, and you've been spinning so many plates, multitasking, that you need some time out, okay? But yes, of course, there is responsibility with that Hierophant card there, but also this is about having faith in your goals and dreams, because sometimes, my beautiful Scorpio, especially when things do not show up in your world, when you're trying really hard to achieve them, and you put your whole heart and soul into everything, you know, you may feel a little bit disheartened or a little bit down on yourself, or you may start to lose hope that maybe it's not going to happen for you, or maybe it's not right for you. You are called in June in particular to have faith in your goals and dreams. You're actually working super hard and you're still on track, just so you're aware, okay? Now that super full moon in Sagittarius is on the 14th of June, and you're going to see some major progress for you in particular, because they're highlighting the moon for me, which means you're going to learn something. There's some piece of information coming towards you, correspondence, where it's not finished, it's not done yet, but you may have felt like it was over, okay? It sort of resurfaces whatever this thing is. I feel like it's to do with I feel like it's to do with your home life, actually. I feel like it's something that benefits you and your home life. So whether it is, you know, a business opportunity that you had invested in, or maybe it's something to do with your work that benefits you long-term, or your finances, could even be a job opportunity. We're going to go deeper and do a Celtic cross for you to see what's coming in terms of the details. But I feel like you're having faith in yourself is so important. Now, this is your protagonist energy as well. So they're just showing me that you are learning about how far you've evolved so far in your circumstances, and I feel like you are having faith that you are on the right track, despite sometimes that little voice that comes away and like 3 a.m. thoughts, where it chips away at your confidence a little bit, and you feel a little bit defeated, because I get this energy of like you've been battling away for so long, and it just feels like, am I having fun yet? When am I supposed to be having fun? When is life supposed to be fun? So I feel like you've had a lot of responsibility or heavy energy on you, and it may have been making you feel really exhausted or unmotivated, okay? Because you've had many challenges and you've been fighting for so long, or battling away to accomplish something, that you've forgotten about yourself. Okay, you've forgotten about your own needs. It's almost like you're overriding your need for self-care in order to continue on something. Wow. Okay, so what they're indicating is like, drop the shield, drop it all. Okay, just take a moment to breathe, and you know, you're going to get some really great news. I mean, you've got the World card here, which is an accomplishment of a goal, success. This is joy coming on in. But they're also showing me how the information that you have, or the knowledge that you have, will serve you well in June, okay? Now, some of you may be either seeking a mentor or connecting to, I don't know, because your 8th house and your 2nd house is really starred, you could be connecting to financial advisors, for example, or you could be connecting to someone who can mentor you in some area of your life. I mean, some of you may be wanting to buy a home, for example, and you need to speak to realtors, or you need to speak to, you know, mortgage brokers and all of those things. So I feel like this is about you gaining advice from professionals as well. So you may, yeah, I just feel like you're going to get some really good advice that sets you into a healthy position for your goals, your dreams, or accomplishments. Now, it doesn't have to be all financial related because of your placements, the 8th house and the 2nd house, but it can also be about, if you're trying to achieve, you know, something in your career, and you feel like you're always just out of reach, you may decide to put yourself on a course of learning, or put yourself on you know, like maybe an online course, or check out videos on YouTube and things like that to learn a little bit more about skills, to add little, you know, more strings to your bow. So I really see you seeking out information in the month of June as well, especially since we've got that Gemini influence of communication and, you know, knowledge, and, you know, it connects to like adventurous ideas, new ideas being formulated, and everything bubbling up. So I feel like it's quite an exciting time for you. It says here, the one who is present. Okay, again, beautiful deck here, the L key deck. I know it says she who is present, but you know, I'm male or female, it's not a gender specific reading. It says now awareness, acceptance. So that really sort of connects to the time period, really, about accepting where you are right now, where you've come from, and what's next on your journey. But also, I feel like there's going to be so much clarity. You know, you've just come through that full moon eclipse in your sign, Scorpio, which brings like absolute concentration and focus. So you're coming in, it's almost like I see you are in sharp focus in June about where you want to go, and you know, the things that you want to accomplish, the goals that you've set yourself, and you're not leaving anything unfinished is what I see, especially with the World card energy. You may have been someone in the past who has started things and you may have not finished them completely, and you always you know, you take too much on your plate is what they're showing me. So you have many fingers and many pies, which is wonderful, but I feel like June is the month of accomplishment, where you're really going to set yourself a task and finish it, and there's going to be a lot of success that comes from your determination. A lot of you are going to implement more manifestations or meditations because you want to get clear. I feel like a lot of you are trying very hard to not live in the past. Okay, Scorpio, which tends to be something that is a trait of Scorpio. We dwell in, I'm a Scorpio too, so I can kind of understand the energy that they're giving me as I'm scrying. They're showing me that we tend to look back in order to learn or in order to process, which is wonderful, but I feel in June you really want to be present in the now. Keep your eyes wide open, okay? Now, you're always aware of everything, but I feel like you're like super aware. So your senses may actually be like on fire, as it were. You know when you get moments of clarity and then you get moments of super clarity where it's almost like your eyes are seeing everything around you with a new energy? Well, that's how you're going to feel in June, okay? And it's crossed by the World card, which means that there is accomplishment, success, fulfillment, okay? So this is about your determination to finish things, get things done, but also this is about you sort of being in the right moment, the right place, the right time to meet the right people, and being satisfied that you've done a job well done. This is also you having a deeper understanding of your role in whatever path has been made clear for you, your life's purpose. Because the World card is about, you know, reaching a final destination or recognizing that you have a deeper understanding of your place in the universe, and it comes with this moment of clarity. Suddenly you realize why you're here. Suddenly you realize what really makes you happy. Suddenly you realize, you know, what you need to shed completely from your life and just erase it, okay? Now, of course, it's all about healthy energy blossoming, and as you can see, you've got a victory wreath right there. It's all about all the elements within you coming into balance. That earth energy where it's about, you know, you being really practical, you know, sticking to a plan, focusing on your finances and your money. Then air, we've got, you know, great ideas, but also using your voice because of that new moon in Gemini. You're speaking up for what you want and you're making yourself clear. You know, normally, my beautiful Scorpio, you're always sharp and straight to the point, but if something isn't really like hitting the spot in your world, you tend to go a little bit silent and just sort of like go off grid or off radar, or, you know, go into stealth mode where you're like, okay, now I feel like you're going to be really sort of sharp, like, no, I don't want that. No, it's not that you're going to be a brat or anything like that, but I feel like you're really getting clear on how to make yourself not be misunderstood, because I feel in some areas of your life, people may have misunderstood your energy because you leave them guessing, okay? And whilst that can also be like great energy, silence speaks volumes in a lot of circumstances, but I feel right now you're really like using that voice, you're finding that empowerment, okay? Also, we've got the one who nurtures, empathy, gentleness, insight, and it's crossed, and this is not an accident. Spirit wanted you to give you this exact card, the Empress. So this is about self-care, knowing your boundaries, knowing your worth, okay? And as you see, the one who nurtures, taking some time for you, especially with your third eye. You're very, you're visionary, and I feel like a lot of ideas. It's almost like your brain is like a supercomputer. I always say that about you and Virgo, because you're the great strategists. So I feel like something that you've been thinking about for some time has been almost like hurting your brain. It's been going round and round. You're like, oh, I can't take it. You may have even noticed that you've been having a little bit more headaches than usual. If that's, you know, if it's something that, of course, you've been experiencing, because that's what they're giving me right now. Of course, if you're worried, go and see a medical professional. You know, I'm not here to give any medical advice, but I feel like it's because you put yourself under a lot of pressure, and your guides are saying, release the pressure, okay? What will be, will be. What is meant for you will never pass you by. So breathe. Take some time to just slow down, okay? It doesn't always have to be lived, life doesn't always have to be lived at a mile a minute. It will become fast and, you know, momentum will be gathered in the moments where it's meant to, but make sure you leave some time for you, okay? So also, I feel like with this card, nurturing, you're going to be nurturing, you know, your career, but your finances and those around you, okay? You will be called, because of that Sagittarian energy, you will be called to connect to friends that you haven't seen for in a while. Reach out to them, even if you've been off grid. You may have this desire all of a sudden, like, wonder what happened to that person that I used to go to college with. You know, I'm going to see if their number still works. And you're just going to feel that calling, okay? We've also got the Empress, which is again about abundance, but it's also about, you know, getting out into nature. So some of you are going to be like wanting to maybe book a trip or take a trip or get close to nature, and you're gonna be very productive. This card is a card of productivity, but it's also about creativity. So I feel like you're gonna be really in your comfort zone in terms of like doing, okay? But they really want you to be aware, make a little time for you. Also, you may be implementing a little bit more like beauty routines, healthcare routines, exercise, better diets and things like that. You're gonna get really organized. They're just gonna be well organized in the water, okay? So if you're not normally someone who's very well organized, you're going to be you're gonna get very clear on what you want. But this is about you calling in your abundance. The Empress has already sown seeds. So you're nurturing something that you've already sort of started working on or have a desire to accomplish. And this is the thing that is going to come to term. This is your prosperity. So I feel like your hard work, your determination, you're not giving up on something that you thought about giving up. You're not going to give up on it. And you're going to see that actually it turns out in your favor. Okay. With the Hierophant, the World card, and the Empress, it tells me with faith, hard work, determination, and your skills, you will accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. Just take some moments to get clear and be present. And, you know, don't let distractions get in your way, and you will accomplish whatever it is you set out to do, okay? So let us get straight to the Celtic Cross. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Wow, they're singing a song. Well, they're not singing a song. There is a song that's coming up in the water right now. Okay. Okay. It's just this lyric just keeps going, looping, which is, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready? Okay. I don't know what that song is. I mean, I'll have to look it up online. I mean, it's a feminine voice that's singing it. And it's almost like I'm just getting this energy that I just want to get on a horse and gallop. It's almost like I want to just like go on an adventure or something. This is the feeling I've got. I haven't got that image in the water. I've just got the song coming through. Are you ready? So maybe you're thinking about embarking on something very monumental moment in your life in June. Perhaps it's something, it's like, are you ready? I feel like the guides are asking you, are you ready for this? But it's interesting. I feel like you've always been ready for this, whatever this is. But the energy I'm getting, it's like I just want to jump on a horse and like gallop off on a beach or something like that, like into the sunset. So either it's like you're getting ready for an adventure, or you're planning to do something really wild. I can't quite grasp that energy. So I mean, maybe some of you are literally thinking about going on a horse riding holiday or something, or maybe you're just thinking about learning horse riding, or maybe it's something you do. But I feel like it's more connected to adventure, that Sagittarius energy. So I'll leave it there because that might be quite precise, okay? Maybe you're thinking about getting away from something, but it feels exhilarating, not that I'm running away from something. It feels like it's on purpose. It's like you're about to embark on a really big journey, okay? Now, the Celtic Cross, the heart of the matter is the Five of Swords, okay? Sorry, why did I say the Five of Swords? That's so weird. It's the Prince of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? I'd like to receive. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? I'm loving this, by the way. So far, we've got a Prince of Swords, so that indicates something you've been thinking about, something you've been really curious about is showing up for you. I mean, the thing that's crossing you here is the King of Cups. It's you. So it's a little bit of self-doubt there. Now, you may have felt like you lost your emotion or your drive or something for something that you love doing, but you're going to get that back in the month of June. There's the Five of Swords. There, I was like, what? The heart of the matter is normally your energy, your starting point, and your advice to yourself right now is the Five of Swords. So I was picking up this energy of the Five of Swords, even though I could see quite clearly it's a Page of Swords. Five of Swords, interesting. I'll pull a card on that because that's your advice to yourself in this moment. And that's basically a lot of restlessness, a lot of anxiety. There's some self-sabotage going on here, Scorpio. Don't shoot the messenger. You know, I'm a Scorpio myself. I can't read for myself, but I can kind of empathize where I tend to get in my own way sometimes. Ten of Wands, what I was saying. Okay, you've had a lot of responsibility. You're feeling completely bogged down by a lot of details. Exhausted, I would say. You've still kept, it's almost like you're running on empty, or you've been running on empty, and you've been feeling a little bit of burnout. How'd you like to receive? Thank you so much. Okay, now I'm going to go one more. Thank you so much. There you are, reigning supreme with the Death card right at the end. I'm loving that energy. Now I will clarify as I go, but this is the starting point. Now, Page of Swords. Page of Swords is like a something that needs greater investigation. Now, Scorpio, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life, you're always investigating it. If someone gives you a piece of information, you investigate it like 1,000,000%, right down to its very, very core, to information that other people just either don't bother looking for or cannot find. But you seem to find, it's almost like you find the dirt on everything, okay? So if there is an idea that you've got, or there's something that you want to action, or you're exploring at this time, you're being called to look at it in a very deep way, okay? To leave no stone unturned. And also with that, you know, Scorpio, I have to say, and I can't really call it right now because I didn't say it, I said drop your shield. But it's interesting because when I said drop your shield, the energy that I was getting was actually drop your sword. But I said drop your shield. So I do feel like it's this thing that you've always been fighting for things. And I feel now is your time to either there's something here that you're being really brave to do, or it's been called to your attention, and it requires your calculation or your vigilance, okay? There's something here that you're eager to accomplish, or because the Page of Swords is cerebral. They give me the word cerebral in the water. Page of Swords, and I know what the word means, but I rarely get language like that, cerebral. So you've been in your head about something, and it's been really like going round and round and round, and you're trying to adapt to a new way of thinking and sort of behaving in circumstance where rather than rush in and get excited about something, you're kind of like being really measured and tempered, and you're really sort of, I feel like you're paying attention. I just keep getting this energy that you're paying attention. So whether it's you're paying attention to, we got the Two of Cups below you. So this is something that you feel is matched to your frequency. Two of Cups doesn't always mean about love. It means something that you feel is reflected at you that you want to connect to. It could be like an opportunity that is right for you. It could be a love situation. It could be, you know, a proposal, like a contract or something like that. Deep down, you're really excited about this, but you're trying to be very measured in your energy, where you're focusing on all the details, okay? So, you know, this card tends to be connected to genius energy, and I'm not like blowing smoke up your you-know-what. It's like to get the truth on something, but you already see it. It's almost like you see all the conundrums, you see all the equations and things like that, and most people will be like, whoa, that's a little bit overwhelming, but you're like, that's overwhelming, but let me dig deeper, let me see what's underneath the surface. So I feel right now you're investigating something that is really caught your curiosity, whether this is a new idea or whether this is a communication that's come in, some sort of news, because pages tend to bring news. Whatever it is, you're like a dog to a bone, and you're not going to rest until you get to the bottom of something, okay? Now this could, as I said, all of a sudden you want to go, for example, you may be learning new skills to go and add another string to your bow and have a new idea to do something different that you normally do. For example, it could be like a second job, or a second stream of income, because you've got a Two of Pentacles, sorry, a Two of Cups there. But something requires your focus first. Now, the only thing that's really truly crossing you is yourself. The King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is Scorpio energy, so it can mean that sometimes, see, basically, the King of Cups gives their all, okay? Puts their whole heart and soul into something. Now, this could be like, if you want to be in a leadership position, it can also be, you deserve to be in a certain position, but sometimes you doubt your skill set, and you look at other people and like, how is it they have got to this position and they just don't know the work, or they don't know what I know, or, and you look at those people and you're like, I could do that. Well, yeah, you could, Scorpio. The only thing is, sometimes you doubt yourself. Okay, so just be mindful. Your guides want you to be aware that you are all that in a packet of fries. You've got what it takes to be whatever it is you want to do. Okay, also, it's crossing you. So they're showing me, and this is in terms of your heart space, okay? It takes you a long time to get comfortable with opening your heart to others, okay? And sometimes even, acknowledging that you need support from others when, you're taking everything on, and sometimes it's okay to delegate. So they're indicating here that yes, your hard work will achieve great accomplishments, but you don't have to do it all by yourself, okay? Especially with the Queen of Wands there, that can be like collaborations with people because they really want to help you, they really like you, that sort of thing. So if you feel like you're completely bogged down by work and responsibilities, home responsibilities, family, all of those things, you can say to some people, hey, would you mind just picking up that thing for me on the way home because I'm going to be working late, or whatever. You can actually delegate things. You don't have to do it all by yourself and feel completely bogged down rather. Now also, I'm just getting this energy with the Page of Swords and the King of Cups. It's almost like you've forgotten who you are. Okay, you've forgotten a part of yourself, the person that you used to be, and you felt really like disconnected. And I feel this has been going on for quite a while. I feel like it's been going on for a long time, where you've sort of gone, I know who I used to be, but who is that person now? It's almost like you've dissolved a little bit, and you're feeling a little bit less passionate about the things that you used to be passionate about, and you may be concerned and be investigating why these things have it's almost like you become numb in some areas, which is again not like you. So I feel like you're trying to get back to who you were, or you're coming closer to who you used to be, but you felt something was missing. Okay, I just feel like something was missing there, and you're starting to recognize the love that you have for everything. You always are driven by passion, by desire, by you really connect to things on a deep space. In terms of your career, friendships, family, you're always willing to go the extra mile. But recently you may have been feeling unmotivated and not really wanting to do any of the things that you used to do. And you may also have felt that your intuition has been off. So I feel like that's why you're coming into a nowness. You're coming into this moment of clarity where suddenly you're coming back to who you used to be. You're suddenly remembering, and you're gaining your power. Now, you're very, very protective. The King of Cups is a protector. So because you've got that 8th house and the 2nd house of value starred for this month, you may be, as I said, looking to protect your investments or your interests. Okay, this is a very protective energy. If you notice in some Kings of Cups cards on certain decks, there'll be like a ship with water, and the King of Cups will have held the ship out of the water. So it's a protective energy because the water is too choppy for the ship to sail. So it's a protective energy. So I feel you're using your intuition. You're trying to reconnect to your intuition because you may have felt a little bit like off recently. Again, that's not something that is typically you, but my guides if you could see my guides right now, it's like all of them are reaching over me and they're pointing at the 10 of Wands. All of them, like even one that's pointing from over here is pointing right here, because you've taken on so much that you've bogged yourself down. You've not got space to breathe or think, or have that nowness, that connection to the present moment. So if you've been feeling a little bit like out of sync with yourself recently, it's because you've taken on a lot, maybe even too much. You've overstretched yourself and you're exhausted. There's a lot of fatigue here, fatigue energy, okay? So you're burning yourself out, basically, is what they're showing me. But in June, you will come back to your center. You'll start to feel that energy again. Now, what is below you? We have the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups at its grassroots is about the things that you want, attracting them towards you, the things that are meant for you, attracting them, okay? This could be a proposal, whether it's career oriented or whether it is love. You're actually deep down doing a lot of manifestation. Also, this is about being in harmony, in balance, okay? Your heart connection. It's an expression of divine love. And they're just showing me, these readings are not meant to be about love, but I'm going to mention it anyway. In terms of your friendship and your love relationships and your family, they're showing me how deep your emotions are for these people, okay? It is an ocean. If there was something deeper than an ocean, I mean, you would be deeper than that. You have such a wealth of emotion and love and care for these people, but you sometimes hold back. Okay, you show them in different ways, but nobody will ever truly know the depth of your love and care for those people. So I feel like you do protect your heart, and I feel like it's something that you will be looking at in the month of June. It's not really connected to love per se, but it's about it's almost like restarting your heart or reconnecting your heart to the things that matter and the people that matter, because recently you may have felt a little bit numb or off center. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, I feel like there's someone here who's going to pique your curiosity. If you're not talking to them already, you will be soon, okay? This is you having a lot of love to offer, and deep down you're calling in a romantic connection. Yes, there is a bit of a weight with the Hangman energy, but I feel there will be an exchange, a message exchange in the near future. And I feel, you know, this person finds you very, very attractive, but I feel like you're going to try and change part of yourself to try and open up and be different in this relationship. Not that you need to change, my beautiful Scorpio, but I feel you're making adjustments to try and be a little bit more open, okay? Because you're looking at all the things that you used to do and that you just naturally, authentically do, and you may feel like sometimes people just don't get you, they don't understand you, they misconstrue you, and I feel like you're trying to be a little bit more open and so that people don't misunderstand you and really get what you're about, because there's nothing worse than being misunderstood, okay? Also, I get this energy of you seeing your true beauty, because they're showing me that sometimes you do not see how beautiful you are. You question yourself all the time. And there's this energy that's also coming through of, it's almost like, why is it all the fools? They never really question they never question their position, or they never question success. They just feel entitled to it, or they just expect it. But it is real people who've got so much talent, so much going for them, so much work ethic and, you know, love for what they do. They are riddled with like anxieties or doubts, and they question everything. And I feel like you're going to start to see yourself in a different light in June, where you're very attractive both inside and out. You're very passionate at what you do. You're going to attract your soul tribe. But also I feel like this is about your love for everything, sort of connecting you to the circumstances that will help you accomplish whatever it is you set out to do, okay? The Two of Cups is a proposal. It can be a proposal either of marriage, or it can be a proposal engagement, for example. It can also be a partnership in business. So I feel like there's union here, but I keep getting this energy that your guides are trying to tell you, you don't have to go alone. You don't have to be that lone wolf doing your business or doing your home life with all the responsibilities. You can connect to others who are more than willing to, you know, help out. So I'm just going to pull some cards just to clarify. Can you please clarify that King of Cups and the Two of Cups? Can you please clarify the King of Cups and the Two of Cups for my beautiful Scorpio, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, Eight of Pentacles is all about you being the master or the mistress of your craft, being really awesome at what you do, investing in yourself, believing in yourself, and working really hard to accomplish your goals. Some of you are actually going to want to be working hard and saving, focusing on saving money to either buy property or buy a home, and you will find the right space that is meant for you. So if you've been finding it difficult to find one that really resonates with you in your price bracket, then you know you will accomplish this in June. But the Eight of Pentacles is all about learning. Okay, we are all students of life. So I feel like you're learning about who you are, how you work. Now you're always one who's been willing to go deeper and find out who you are and sort of really investigate the human psyche, starting with yourself, of course, your motives and all the things. But I feel like you're going deeper. There's just this energy of going deeper in June. The Eight of Pentacles also is about either employing a new craft or skill. So either there's a new idea, something that you're really good at that you haven't started really investigating or doing at this time. You're going to do that, and it's actually going to bring great rewards. Okay, so this could be, for example, if it's a second stream of income, it could be that you're really good at writing and you've secretly been squirreling away writing a screenplay or a book or a blog or something, and you've not really shown it to anybody, or you've not really thought that it could turn into anything. You're going to be surprised. And we got the Magician. This is something you've been manifesting. Okay, your hard work is manifesting something that is, your dedication, your commitment, whatever you are committing yourself to. It's almost like practice makes perfect, but you may have felt like you were in routine. So when we do something over and over and over again, it becomes mundane. So you may have lost your passion for it or lost your drive for it. You just felt really exhausted that you're like, you know what, I don't want to do anything anymore. I just want to just kick back and do nothing. So I feel like you're really going to get back in the flow in June. And the Magician card is your next card, really. So this is, whatever it is you've been manifesting, whatever it is that you've been skillfully trying to achieve, you're going to accomplish it. Focus is the most important thing. Okay, I mean, these are the two cards of intense focus along with that Page of Swords. So I feel like your focus is going to be off the chart in June, and you will accomplish whatever it is that you are trying to. I mean, the Magician card in the reverse, well, it's in the past position, which basically tells me that you may have had, your energy was scattered for a little bit, and you may have felt like, time was always running out, and you trying to accomplish everything. But remember, give yourself realistic goals where you set yourself a task, 5 tasks maybe a day, maybe even 1 task a day, and work up to 5. And you will accomplish something every single day, rather than go, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do, and then you just only accomplish like one thing on a list that you gave yourself 10 things to do. Okay, so they're asking you to set realistic goals. Also with the Magician card, you're so talented. You're so talented, and they're indicating here that your focus, your skills will take you exactly where you want to go. You've got everything you need within you to be successful. The Magician shows that something you've been manifesting, something that you've been really focusing on, is actually showing up. There is success here. It's taken a lot of hard work, but I feel there's going to be like a lucky break or a sudden movement forward, okay? But it's like you're methodically working towards something. Now, the Hangman energy is basically in your... sorry, they're just giving me an image. One moment, please. And they're giving me the song again. That's... Obviously, I haven't explained the song. I don't know how else to explain the song. It's coming up again, which means I haven't... Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, no, they're not giving me anything more than just those lyrics, so I'm going to have to push that to the side. If you could bring the image... They're just showing me a needle and thread. A needle and thread. So either you are maybe doing something really delicate, because needle and thread, I mean... putting a piece of thread through the eye of the needle, it seems like it's something that's quite difficult to do. Or you could be mending something, or you're fixing something, or you're securing something. I mean, maybe you're just literally, you've got a needle and thread in your hands as you're listening to this reading. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. I mean, it could be that you're tying up loose ends on something. So again, I'm going to leave that image there. It's come through for a reason. It's gone now, so I've obviously connected it there for somebody. Now, this is basically the Hangman, which means you've waited a long time for something, and it's in the potential position, so that indicates your sacrifice, okay? You sacrifice everything for your goals, your dreams. You sacrifice everything to accomplish something, and I feel like you've taken on a lot. And you're going to, the way that you're changing your perspective is you're working smarter and not harder, okay? So I feel like you're really focusing on the things that matter, and you're letting everything else that, you know, is not so important a focus sort of drift into the sidelines for a little while, okay? I'm going to pull a card on that Hangman energy. The Hangman is sort of like a moment to step back and reflect in order to either manifest opportunities, because if we're always focusing intensely on a manifestation, do you notice it never really shows up? It's because every time we are ordering, every time we are focusing on an intention or something, we use different dialogue. We're not ordering in the same way. We're not asking the universe, dear universe, could you bring me that wonderful goal that I am trying to accomplish? That would be really awesome. Thank you so much. And the next day, dear universe, I would really love to accomplish this goal. It'd be so amazing. It really help my life. If you know, I got loads of money attached to it as well, it would just help me and my family. It'd be so amazing. You know, your order was on its way, but then you added the fact that you wanted more money with it. So the order is being sent back. And the next day you say, oh, I really love that wonderful accomplishment. It would bring more money into my life. It'd be amazing. And I get a company car. And if it's like, oh, they wanted something with a company car as well. So every time we reorder, we are changing the order inadvertently by using different language. So they just want you to be aware. You don't need to crush the visualization. Trust that the universe will bring it for you, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Spirit Angels. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. The Seven of Pentacles. So yes, something you've been working really hard for. It's interesting. All the cards that I'm clarifying with are all about your accomplishments, money, especially because, you know, those 8th and 2nd houses are activated for you in June. So this is about all the hard work that you've put in, and you looking at like whether it's worth it. Okay, and also you may be looking at a different way of working to yield better results. So the Seven of Earth is also about opening a new strategy, being at a bit of a crossroads, a decision point, where you're reflecting on your progress, and where you stand, you may feel that there could be more accomplishment for all the hard work that you're putting into it. So you may be looking at a different way or a different strategy in order to make things more easier for you. Yeah, it feels like what is better in the long run for you, okay? Because I feel like you're looking at all the work that you invest, and you're like, but if this was a fair universe, all the hard work I put in, I would be receiving more, okay? Page of Wands in the reverse, and back to the Page of Swords again. So there's something here with the Page of Wands that has made you feel like really bored, stuck in a rut. You may have felt like you're in that mundane cycle of repeat, and you're just, I feel like it's like, are we having fun yet? Or when do we get to start to have fun? So I feel like you're looking at a new way to either inject fun into your work, or a new way of working that inspires you. I feel like that inspiration, that flow, has been a little bit lost in the mundanity or the routine, and that's all going to change for you in the month of June, okay? So with the Page of Swords, it can be a new idea that comes in, something that's really made you curious, but it could also be you exploring a new way of thinking, or a new idea of how to work more efficiently, so that you got more time for you and be very productive, but also, you know, you're sort of implementing healthy work ethics, as it were. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, we got 4 major arcanas. So this is a big shift month for you, June, okay? Where there is in the near future, so I feel this is more towards the 3rd week of June into the 4th, there is a sudden opportunity, an unexpected financial surprise, it can be, that comes towards you. So I feel like the universe is going to bestow a gift or some sort of good luck opportunity. Also, the Six of Pentacles is somebody coming towards you to give you a favor or do you a favor. So I'd look out for someone who comes towards you with good vibes. They're just giving me the word altruism. this person is a very benevolent person. So it could be someone that you know, or someone that is in a position of authority who gives you an opportunity that is very rewarding, okay? Now, also, this card is a card of good karma coming towards you. Everything you work really hard for, you're going to be recompensed for. It often connects to a surprise, happy surprise from the universe, a gift that you were not expecting. And I'm just going to pull a card and see what's going on there. It's a very abundant surprise. I feel like it's financially connected because of the houses that are starred for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Anything they need to know about the Six of Pentacles? Whoa, okay. Three of Cups, something to be celebrated. But you may keep it to yourself, okay? This is an accomplishment that you did all by yourself. The Four of Swords also indicates rest. The Three of Cups is like celebration, something to be celebrated here, something that you're going to be really excited about, but you may keep the good news to yourself, okay? You may want to reconnect with friends and have good company, but I feel with the Four of Swords, you keep it to yourself, okay? Also, however you've been sort of like protecting your interests or your investments, I really feel like intuitively you felt something coming, and I feel like you've safeguarded yourself, and you're going to almost pat yourself on the back. So whether you felt like the energy within your company was changing and you are adapting to that because you feel like there may be redundancies or something like that, I feel like you actually it's almost like you saved the day for yourself. That's what I'm getting, this energy. Very odd energy to get, but that's what I'm getting, okay? But I feel good news is here, but you keep it to yourself. Four of Swords tends to be about closure on something as well. So some of you may be closing a deal, or you may be withdrawing to sort of regroup your energy after hard work on a project, and it's all come to fruition, and now you're reflecting on it, but you're looking at how successful you are. This is, the Three of Cups is like frivolity, enjoying yourself, going out, having fun, celebrating the fact that, you know, you've done a job well done. So I feel like it's something to really celebrate, some really great news coming for you around about the third, fourth week in June, okay? Now, advice to yourself in this moment: Five of Swords, mental anxiety, okay? The Five of Swords is also a card of conflict, drama. So something has been unfair, perhaps. This card, I'm actually getting, they're showing me it attached to the King of Cups. I feel that there's a fear of failure here, okay? Fear of failure. Your guides are telling me that you're right on track. It's just that you're overworking yourself, okay? So they just want you to be aware of that. Now, there could also be, with the Five of Swords, there could have been some sort of, you may have come into contact with someone who was verbally unkind, or you may feel like this person or these people are shutting you out, or you have shut them out. I'm going to pull a card on this because the energy that I'm getting from this card is like self-sabotage, that you doubt yourself, and that sometimes you sort of like mentally beat yourself up about things. You're always really hard on yourself is what I'm getting with this card. So I just want to pull a card on it just to clarify. But also it can mean, the card itself can also mean that there's someone who has caused some tension or conflict, and, you know, has actually just disgraced themselves in terms of their integrity, and you saw it coming, really. I feel like you're very forgiving of this situation, but at the same time, you're leaving it down to karma, okay? Can I please clarify the Five of Swords for my beautiful Scorpio? Okay. Someone comes to make amends. I mean, we got the Seven of Swords. Your guides give you exactly what you need to see. The Seven of Swords is a card of, in the upright, it's a card of either, you know, someone being very unkind, maybe bullying, maybe even dishonest, betrayal. But in the reverse, it's about, you know, someone making amends for, you know, perhaps saying unkind things, or, you know, treating you in a certain way that you did not deserve. So I feel like there's making amends here. Also, I would say that you may be overthinking a lot right now, and sometimes, especially at the beginning of the reading, we've got the card of responsibility, and we've got the one who dreams. You may feel sometimes like running away from all of the responsibilities, okay? But in your nature, you're not that sort of person. So I feel like you'll stay, you won't bury your head in the ground. I feel like you will really focus on the things that are necessary. But these are both swords, so it shows me there's a lot of mental anxiety. You've had a lot of, as I said, your brain is like that supercomputer. Give yourself a bit of a break, okay? Now we've also got the 10 of Wands, the external environment. Now, you've been doing a lot of heavy lifting. This is you at breaking point or at burning out point, okay? But what's really interesting about this card, it doesn't mean that it's all negative. It can mean that you've been working really hard and now it's time to set down your load because you've finished, you've accomplished, you've got to your end point, okay? Especially with that World card there. So it has been difficult. You know, your tasks have been unruly. You've been like multitasking lots, but now, as you can see, the figure is nearly at the home space. So it's nearly time to set down the load and clear the way for a new beginning. So I feel like you're lightening your load in June. Whatever it is, it comes to like a pinnacle moment, a precipice moment where you're like, ah, and relax. All that hard work, it pays off because you get rewarded for it, but it was difficult, whatever this was, okay? Now, if you have been feeling overloaded, they are indicating, as I said, to reach out to others. Now, hope and fear here, we got the Moon card. So in general terms, you could be like worried about or uncertain times. We're living in uncertain circumstances. I mean, we've always lived in uncertain circumstances, but you know, the level of world crazy has sort of amped itself up in the last couple of years, and we're all like, what's next? What's next? What's next? The Moon card is like mystery, illusion, you know, what is real, what is not real, what do we feel, what do we sense on a deeper level? So I feel like you're really trying to tap into your intuition, and you're not romanticizing situations, you're being really clear about what's going on around you and what you need to do because of it, okay? The Moon card tends to be all about sudden opportunities coming on in. You know, something you're not seeing just pops up in your world, and you make voluntary changes to adjust to these circumstances. And I feel that's what's happening for you. There's going to be some sudden good news. I feel like it's good, even though the majority of signs got a Tower energy in the month of June. I feel like that is a world circumstance, and that's why you've got the 10 of Wands there. So I feel like, you know, there could be a major event that occurs that, I mean, it could be right now, you know, it could have been inflation and, you know, things like that, that we're all struggling with in certain areas of our life. So I feel like the struggle, it has been real, but I feel intuitively you were prepared for this, because I get this energy of you preparing and safeguarding yourself, okay? Now, the Moon card also is always finding a way. You're the sort of person, Scorpio, you always find a way. But the fear on this position, on this card, because this is a hope and a fear position, you feel frustrated. Sometimes you feel confused or unhappy because you're like, I'm doing so much, but it never seems like it's enough. Take a step back, okay? Take a breath and, you know, realize that everything happens in divine order. Trust the journey. When you've got the Moon card as well, it shows that, you know, great opportunities lie in the shadows. We just haven't discovered them yet. So, or they haven't popped out at the right moment. But with that Seven of Pentacles, because you're at an adjusting position, you're reflecting on your progress, suddenly there's a new idea. Suddenly there's news. Suddenly there's an opportunity. And all of a sudden you're on the right path. So I feel like you're coming into your own. We've got the Queen of Wands as an outcome energy. Now, the Queen of Wands is someone who pays attention, someone who is very clear, someone who is inspired by life, someone who has a lot of magnetism, male or female. Again, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. So with these two cards, Scorpio has just rediscovered their passion, has actually found inspiration in life and being bold to achieve or be motivated to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. It's almost like Scorpio is back in the building. You're reconnecting to who you felt like you used to be, and you're more yourself now than you've ever been, okay? Also, I feel like you're connecting to people who really vibe with you, you know, whether they are, you're networking and, you know, you have soul connections with people. This is about you, you know, being dedicated to a vision as well and achieving it for your highest good, and that luck is on your side. They're showing with the black cat there. Black cats for me are always lucky. And the Six of Pentacles indicates there is some good fortune coming your way that actually readdresses the balance. You're not going to be like tipping the balance where you're overworking yourself anymore, okay? Also with the Queen of Wands, I just get this energy of the power behind the throne, a vision, something that you've been really trying to attract. You are actually magnifying it or magnetizing it into your world. This is a time for things blossoming, and you're finding your confidence again as well. You're going to be very, very self-assured. But your creative vision, a lot of you are going to be very creative. Your creative vision will flourish and reap a lot of financial rewards. It may feel like it's slowly, you're just trying to achieve something, but you're on the right track and you're headed in the right direction. Okay, we've also got the Death card, so you know you're coming into your own. The thing that was crossing you is the Scorpio card, the King of Cups. The thing that you're ending on is the Death card, which is you're making some radical changes, you're releasing some old habits, and you're rising like a phoenix from the ashes, and you're coming into your own. Okay, the Death card is all about transcendence. It's about evolution. It's a rite of passage. You're making progress. Okay, it's regenerative energy. Anything you feel has been a loss, you're letting it go because it was not meant for you, and you're claiming everything else that was meant for you. Okay, so this is a rebirth card. So I feel like you are back. Your energy is back. Now I'm just going to pull some cards on that. For some of you, if you're looking for love, I feel like there is an opportunity for you to attract somebody. And I feel like you're going to be talking to somebody new. It doesn't really come into a relationship until later on, but I feel like there's someone that you're going to be curious about. For those of you trying to attract an opportunity, I feel like the right one, the one that you've been waiting for, is actually showing up in your world. But June seems to be more of a reflective month for you, where you are really like, there's a lot of thought-provoking things going on. The Devil card in the reverse, you're releasing any blockages or anything that has bound you, whether it is you feeling like, we've got the Two of Swords. So you're trying to reconnect your intuition to decide on something. We've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. And we got the Page of Cups in the reverse. They want me to go 2 more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Spirit Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. If you get a 5 of Pentacles, I want to see it in the reverse, and that's what it is. So, and the 9 of Wands, that wounded warrior that persists on something. So the Devil card indicates, with the Two of Swords and the King of Pentacles, something that perhaps you were bonded to, you're releasing, and it may be that you know, you just weren't getting enough money for the amount of effort that you were putting into it. Also, it could be that you spent a time working really hard, obsessively thinking about finances to secure yourself, and you know, you may have got lost in, you know, not having fun. With the Two of Swords, it's like there's a stalemate position. You may have felt like you were blocked, or something was like, you just felt tied to making money, tied to being in that work-life repeat cycle. The Page of Cups is like unrealistic expectations, or feeling like you don't love what you do anymore and you've lost that direction, and you've just withdrawn. But the it's a temporary sort of energy where you withdraw. And then the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse says, all of a sudden, the thing that you lost, whether it was your motivation, your drive, it recovers. You return your hope. All of a sudden, you know, for example, it could be a new job opportunity, or it could be you making, you know, another stream of income, doing something that you're really passionate about, or that you're creative. The 5 of Pentacles basically says the thing that you lost, or you feel like you've disconnected from, you regain it, you recover. So whether you felt like you lost out on money, on an opportunity, or you lost money in some, I mean, for example, there's lots of people who have lots of investments and things like that. If, you know, because the market's like crazy. So if, for example, there was a dip in that and you lost money on that, it says you will recover what you lost out on, okay? And the 9 of Wands says you still persist. You're not letting something knock your confidence. You're not feeling like you have to give up on something. You're still persisting. But remember, the 9 of Wands is like a cautionary energy, okay? Which is to protect yourself, have your defensive up, make sure that, you know, make sure you secure. It's almost like, again, I keep getting this protective energy, okay? And whether that's to protect your finances, or whether that is to protect your position in some way, or protect your energy, conserve your energy. They're showing me the Nine of Wands, I mean, it's like reevaluate circumstances. Just take a pause. Just take a pause to sort of look at the pathway ahead and ask, is this right for me at this point? And if it's not, then let it take a back seat and do whatever is important to you, okay? Because the next one up is the Ten of Wands, and that's your external circumstances, so which tends to tell me about the world's circumstances. It can also mean that you're so worried about what's going on in the world right now that perhaps you're going to take a step back from watching things that are like have a negative impact on your energy, and you're trying to sort of use your intuition. As you can see, the Two Swords card is very like protective. She's got the swords up, like protecting her position, and she's got her blindfold on. She doesn't want to see anything. She's using her intuition, okay? But the good thing is she's in a really good position because all the water is calm and there's no threat. So I feel whatever it is that you've been guarding yourself against, there's no threat here. Okay, whether that's in love, whether that's in business, I feel like you've got yourself in a really good position, okay, is what I'm feeling. Now, I'm just going to finally get, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Polar Bear Mystic. It says here, Polar Bear Mystic. Now, polar bears, they thrive under difficult circumstances, under harsh environments. So when the pressure's on, my beautiful Scorpio, you don't want to exist under those conditions, but you actually come into your own. You find a way to be really calm and considerate about these things, and then you let the overworking of the mind happen when you're about to go to bed and you can't sleep, right? It says, know that challenges make you stronger. Ain't that the truth? And you, I mean, this is a challenge. You've had a lot of challenges. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. I mean, I should have just maybe done this deck, and then it would have encompassed the whole of the reading, and you wouldn't have had to waste your time. But it's not wasting your time. My guides give you the information that you need to hear in this moment. But this is about you, knowing that the challenges do make you stronger, and that you are in a really good position because of it. And, make sure you do take that time out, though, for yourself, just to get a bit of a rest. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? I feel like financially there is more reward coming. There's more money. Some of you may actually decide to look for another position or another job, and there is an opportunity coming on in that really matches who you are, matches your heart, and there is a proposal on the table that I feel like is too good for you to miss out on, and I feel it allows you more creative expression. You can be your authentic self at this place. It may mean that you take on a little bit more work. Be mindful of that, okay? Sorry, they wanted number 3, so but as long as you work smarter, not harder, I feel everything will fall into place. First card you got there to remember is I am sacred. Very important. I am sacred, okay? And that means of the mind. If you think about even your mindscape, okay, shift negative self-talk, because if you are beating yourself up in your mind and saying things to yourself that you would not allow anyone else to talk to you like, then why do you feel it's okay for you to talk to yourself like that? Okay, so just be mindful of that. I am a dreamer, so whatever it is you are manifesting, you're calling into the physical realm, and the universe has your back. I am supported. Okay, your guides are with you every step of the way. Reach out whenever you feel things are getting a little bit too much, and the way will appear. Now, they just showed me something. One moment, please. They're showing me a sign, like a literal sign. I know I say give Scorpio a sign and things like that, but they're literally showing me a sign. Now, I can't quite grasp what this sign says, but it's in the style of someone's car registration or vehicle registration. But there's a sign on it. It's like... it's almost like, it looks like one of those vehicle registration plates. US ones is what I'm seeing from a certain state. But there's like a sign on it that says something like, the first word I think is we, but I can't see the rest because it's really cloudy in the water. So it's almost like you're going to literally see a sign that has words on there that really connect to you. Look out for that next 4 to 5 weeks. I don't feel like it's attached to an actual car. I feel like it's someone's got like a reproductive kind of like vehicle sign, okay? And it's got a special message on there. Your guides are saying it's just for you. So when you read it, everything will be clear. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that because I can't grasp how else to get that. I'm just going to get you... No. Okay, cool. Right, okay, so through ruins for you. Okay, the first one we got here, wonderful ruin, and they want me to show it to you like this. So I have it like that, but they want me to show you like this. Which one is it? It is, okay. So this is about being the hero in your own story, your potential, okay, but also about freeing yourself up. So I feel like I also connect this to like double X, which is Wheel of Fortune ×2. So I feel like this is about you reaching full potential, being very, very productive, but also freeing yourself up for some time for you. Next one we have is, okay. So we have this one here, and this is about protection. Okay, this is Giant. This is the Giant ruin. Okay, so this is all about protection. So again, even the ruins are coming out the same way, taking action to protect you yourself. I feel like it's like good luck coming, good luck that you put yourself in this position, you protected your position in some way, is what's coming out. Interesting message to get. And we got the sun. Oh yeah, as soon as I touched this, I got this big ball of light. It's the sun. Victory. Okay, victory, success, clear vision, knowing where you are, what you want to accomplish, and accomplishing it. And also it is connected to taking a rest as well. So high honor. They just said high honor. Okay, so perhaps some of you are stepping into a leadership role, or one is going to be offered to you. Maybe it's even a joint position you're sharing with somebody, or setting up a company with somebody, and it's going to reap a lot of financial rewards. I just get this energy of independence, so wherever you work, even if you work for a company, I feel like it's independent spirit kind of energy. I'll leave it there. I hope something resonated in that reading for you. If you'd like to win the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write 5 things down on a piece of paper that you would like to release. You felt they were blockages, and find a creative way to release them, okay? In the comments box below, just put this sentence: I've let it go, now I'm in the flow. And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of June, and I'll announce the winner's name in a video upload. If anything resonated here for you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpio. Love and light.